Buenas noches, damas y caballeros. Sean bienvenidos a la conferencia de prensa prepartido entre Moca FC y Nashville, pautado para el día jueves 22 de febrero en el Estadio Cibao, Santiago de los Caballeros, República Dominicana. En esta ocasión contamos con la presencia del coach Gary Smith y el jugador Aníbal Godoy, quienes van a estar atendiendo las preguntas de cada uno de ustedes. La temática será primero las preguntas de los periodistas que están de manera presencial y después estaremos presentando las preguntas de los periodistas que estén de manera virtual. Por favor, les agradecemos a los periodistas identificarse, hacer la pregunta de qué medio viene.
We'll start off with Gary. How you doing? First of all, you've been here a couple of days now, so how you feeling, and how is the feeling around the camp so far?
No, we're in very good shape.
Oh, sorry, they want me to translate. A quick interpretation of the question. The question that was directed to coach. La pregunta decía que llevan un par de días ya en la Dominica Republicana. ¿Cómo se siente el grupo?
The team's in very good shape. We've been looked after very well at the complex that we're staying at, and we're very much looking forward to the challenge that we face tomorrow evening. And understandably excited about being part of such a prestigious tournament.
There's been a few MLS teams who've come in and played in the Champions Cup so far, and various success rate depending on what happens. So where are you in terms of preparing the team for a challenge like Moca, where you don't really know much about the team versus the MLS teams where you see them almost on a weekly basis? So how are you preparing for Moca specifically and for the Champions Cup as a whole?
Well, I can only say that we've prepared as thoroughly as we possibly can. The pre-season has been very much focused on being ready for this occasion. Moca is a new challenge. The tournament is a new challenge. We're fully aware of the change in the coach, the head coach, and some of the ins and outs of players in this group. But I mean, let's be very blunt about this. We're here to do a job. We're here to come away from the tie tomorrow night with or in a very decent position, and we very much want to be in the next round of this tournament. Therefore, the guys that go out there tomorrow night are ready. We are prepared, and we will try and influence the game as much as we can to our degree.
This one's for Aníbal, just to switch it up a little bit. You've played in competitions in CONCACAF, obviously with Panama, as well as in your club teams. So what are you telling the guys who haven't really had a taste of CONCACAF in the locker room? Are you advising them on anything to kind of get a better feel of Moca and the competition as a whole?
Yes, I think the first one is the field, and we play in different field. No, it's not easy to play here. We know we have a difficult challenge tomorrow, but we are ready to compete and ready to take something for the game and finish our key in Nashville.
Buenas noches, gracias Santana para hacer el 37. Aníbal, quería saber un poco tus expectativas para el partido, sobre todo tomando en cuenta de que Nashville tuvo una buena temporada pasada, Moca también representó dignamente a la República Dominicana en los torneos de CONCACAF en los que participó. ¿Qué sientes tú de ver un ambiente caribeño, algo diferente para Nashville a lo que está acostumbrado en MLS?
Sí.
What are your expectations for tomorrow's game? Both Nashville did well in tournament last year, and so did Moca also in CONCACAF competitions. What do you expect to be in a Caribbean environment tomorrow?
Sí, primero que todo contento de estar aquí, disputar este torneo para nosotros nuevo. Un lindo reto, y poder enfrentar a Moca creo que no va a ser un rival fácil. Hemos visto videos y ellos se sienten cómodos jugando aquí, entonces creo que para nosotros va a ser un partido difícil, y poder sacar un resultado positivo que nos lleve a Nashville con una buena, un amplio margen de poder sentenciar la llave en Nashville.
Bien, vamos a otorgar la palabra a los periodistas que están de manera virtual para que puedan acceder a hacer sus preguntas. Tenemos por allí al periodista Ben Wright. Adelante.
Yeah, Gary. My question is, we obviously haven't been able to see a ton of Moca, but from what you guys have seen in the footage that you've seen on them, just how do you expect them to set up? What kind of team do you expect to play tomorrow, and how do you see your team matching up?
New coach, and as I've said, some new additions in this group. What we do know is that this will be a very, very challenging game for a number of different reasons. Annabelle's already spoken about the surface. It's an opportunity for us to adapt, and a necessity for us to adapt. In this competition, and in any two-legged competition, you need to be professional, you need to be competitive, and we need to be in a position where we can finish the job going back to Nashville. Make no mistake, there will be nobody taking this game lightly. That will be reflected in the group that goes out. There will be no, we'll look at this game as the most challenging game that we are going to have in these opening exchanges of our season. And the expectation from where we all see the game and where we all sit is that, this Moca team are going to make it as tough as they possibly can. Mentally and physically, we'll be ready for that.
And then Aníbal, Gary has talked about you guys trying in the preseason to work on maybe in midfield, breaking down a more compact defense and being more comfortable with the ball. How do you feel like you and your midfield teammates have been able to do with that? And how do you feel about your chances tomorrow?
Yes, I think we are professional players. We have to be really professional tomorrow if we want to take something in this game. We have really good precision. I think so far we're doing well in the friendly game, and we are ready to compete tomorrow and be ready for everything, because like what I said before, like always when you play in CONCACAF, it's not easy. If we think that game is easy for us, we are really good with really bad problem tomorrow if we don't take serious this game. And of course, everyone here is happy to be here and to try to give something for the team.
Claudio Villalobos.
Claudio Villalobos from Nashville Total Sports. Gary, a lot of times it's been around soccer that anytime a team is in preseason, not that the chances of the team are less, but then it's much more problematic to face a team that is on a full season, especially when it comes to an international tournament like this. Now, but what we've seen so far with the MLS teams really playing well and even winning games abroad, is that true? I mean, how much does it come into play in terms of Nashville being in preseason at this point, and perhaps Moca being in a full season in their land?
No, I've got to say that was a fairly muffled this end. So I hope I'm going to answer this question in the right fashion. The teams that have already shown very well in this tournament, if we look at last night's games, Philadelphia have produced a very, very good result. These teams that we see regularly play in CONCACAF have started their season in such a fashion before. We know that coming out of our pre-season, and I do believe that Moca are likewise coming out of their pre-season. We need to be adaptable. That is for sure. We need to be prepared for, any eventuality that is thrown at us tomorrow. But what I would say is the group that you're going to see out in the field tomorrow and the team that we have over the course of the last 4 years have shown some tremendous adaptability, not only in different environments, playoff games, and of course Leagues Cup games, but also in the way that they're asked to play. So I have no doubt in my mind that the team that's going out there tomorrow and the way that we'll play and set up will be in a very good place to earn themselves a result tomorrow. And of course, we move in the footsteps of some very, very good MLS teams in this tournament, and we have those teams to emulate as we make our first efforts and pathway through Champions Cup.
Aníbal, en la experiencia tuya como jugador, sobre todo...
Claudio.
Sí, por favor. Aníbal, en estas experiencias tuyas, sobre todo con la selección de Panamá, cuando has tenido que jugar en torneos internacionales en América Latina, que bien conoces lo difícil que es, ¿qué tan importante llega a ser un jugador como tú, en este caso para el equipo, para los muchachos, los más jóvenes, que tal vez nunca han tenido esta experiencia a la hora de enfrentar un partido como el de mañana?
Danny is an international player and veteran like yourself as you come to face a game like tomorrow with the group.
Sí, creo que he conversado con algunos de los compañeros y tratando de comentarles lo difícil que es jugar en estos lugares. Creo que en general República Dominicana lo he enfrentado en la selección, creo que ha mejorado mucho, ha venido creciendo mucho futbolísticamente. Y a nivel de club, creo que mostrar un poco de experiencia dentro de la cancha, tratar de estar bien mentalmente. Creo que es importante mañana estar bien mentalmente porque sabemos que puede pasar algo en cualquier momento y tenemos que tratar de responder lo más rápido posible y estar muy claro de lo que queremos. Queremos salir de aquí con algo positivo y, como le he dicho, terminar nuestra serie en casa.
Thank you everyone for you attending press conference. Thank you, coach and Aníbal. Good night.